Hey guys, I'm Rogan and this is my rant. We believe in the diversity of thought here on this channel, and this is a YouTube related video. So I hope you guys stick around while I talk about the most trendy topic on YouTube. Everyone's covering it. There's all the drama. It's about Jimmy Donaldson, aka the biggest channel on YouTube, over 300 million subscribers, Mr. Beast. There's a lot that has come out about Mr. Beast in the past couple months, and I would like to give my 2 cents on it. And I'm not going to this. What my approach to this is, I'm not going to be overly critical. I'm just going to say the things that he has been accused of, and share my disappointment because of I used to really enjoy watching his content over the many years of his rise and his growth and that type of stuff. But I don't feel comfortable watching his content anymore after all of the things being exposed about him. But I don't want to be overly critical and stuff like that. It's just I'm just describing what has happened, and it's just disappointment. It's these things happen. Like these types of things of YouTube drama have happened. Like a streamer or a YouTuber might have said a bad word, or there might have been a slight controversy, but this is pretty big. So what's been happening is that there's this guy Dogpack404 that has he's kind of exposed and shown a lot of things about Mr. Beast that's not good. And then there's like the Jake the Viking's brother-in-law, and then Ava Chris Tyson being accused of being the groomers, or whatever you want to call it. I can't really say the term. It's like they what is it? It's I'm trying to figure out a way to say this. Well, you know what I mean. Like, you've seen all the other videos. You know what those two people have been doing wrong. So apparently the company culture in Mr. Beast isn't that great, because a lot of these edgy, quote unquote edgy sex jokes have just been said, and he's been accused of doing fake lotteries and staging competitions, and like not actual competitors, like they were all scripted and stuff like that, and like fake signing the shirts, and making content targeted to children that would buy his products, and it's all like this big mess and stuff like that. And just like the fact that he has hired an outside like investigative company to come in and investigate the Ava Chris Tyson situation, and he hasn't really responded to any of the criticism, is not a good look. And some of his most recent videos have been heavily disliked, but you can't see the dislikes because unless you have that browser extension or that other thing, YouTube might have done things like that to protect people, because like it's their golden egg. Mr. Beast is YouTube's golden egg or whatever. So that's like that conspiracy or whatever that was talked about. But yes, so what Ava Chris Tyson did, you shouldn't do. Just focus on people who are also adults. Don't focus on children. Just don't do it. It's unacceptable. And then Jake the Viking, who worked for Mr. Beast, his brother-in-law was accused of the same thing, which isn't good. And most of his audience is like kids. So it's okay to have them in videos and all that type of stuff, but there's a lot going on behind the scenes that we might not know of, and it's just important to know that I want to make a video about it, but this isn't meant to be super in depth. And Dogpack404 did a really good job of exposing a lot of these things, and like some of these videos are just so scripted, and like some contestants in these challenges, they did know each other before they met. It's like these people have never met each other, and they're gonna be trapped in this vault for 30 days. But it's like it's like all this, it's all the things, but how, like, looking years and years back, like how many of those videos were not entirely real. And then there's the mistreatment of animals as well. That was another thing that Dogpack brought up, and all the weird things that Ava Chris Tyson said on camera in those past few videos. it's kind of adding up a little bit, so that's not good. And it's really too bad because whatever you believe that you are, however you identify yourself and stuff like that, that's great, that's fine, that's who you are as a person. It's just sad that she or he transitioned, and then he left his family, like left a son or a daughter and his wife to like, oh well now what, and like I'm trans now, and that's sad. That's really sad. And it's not, I'm not saying it's bad, but maybe he didn't think of like how it would affect those people, so it is what it is. There's plenty of people out there that they have those identities, and they're just they're great people. But when you have very inappropriate messages with a child, and then the child comes out and posts something to X or Twitter or whatever, it's like oh, nothing inappropriate was ever said, that's not right, and then later on he posts like, oh well, I probably shouldn't have been in that conversation. No, so you might not have known at the time that it was inappropriate. So that's not good. It's not a good look for Mr. Beast, and he's had a lot of like disgruntled employees apparently, and they don't like the way they were treated, and they're coming out and explaining what they don't like about the culture. And it's and then there's also the comment about like doing a lot of philanthropy and donating and giving away a lot of things to spread good and be good and help people. But then other people are saying like, well, was it all an act the entire time to mask? Like, oh, of course, if you give $10,000 to a homeless person, it'll be perceived as like very generous and very nice and helpful. But like now I'm not saying this, but a lot of people out there like who are making these videos like exposing Mr. Beast, is that they're saying that he did all of this to be like just like as a mask, as a shield, to be perceived as like this very virtuous good person. I'm not saying he's a terrible person, but he just, you look at interviews, and this is actually something that I don't see a lot of people talking about when they make videos about Mr. Beast, about exposing him. You look at these interviews and he's just so work focused to a point where he obsesses over it, and he works like 80 hours a week, and he just like he lives by his content, and it's like it has to be perfectly optimized, and it's like it has to have the best thumbnail, the best analytics, and the best this and the best that, so you can market it the best. And I was like, dude, it's not that important. Just make good content. It doesn't have to be the best. It doesn't have to be like, it just feels so like fake and like artificial. It's like, I don't know. But that's my 2 cents. Thanks for listening to me rant. If you liked my content about Mr. Beast, hit that like button. And if you didn't like the content, smash that dislike button. I completely understand. I'd love to hear what you have to say in the comment section down below. Hit that subscribe button. It's free. And that notification bell. It might work. It might not. Have a great rest of the day. I'll see you next time.